Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Fluency Teacher. I'm so happy you're here for another English speaking practice session. Today's lesson is about a challenge that almost every English learner experiences at some point: translating every sentence before speaking. Have you ever known exactly what you wanted to say, but your mind kept translating every word from your native language into English? If that happens to you, don't worry, you're definitely not alone. Many English learners believe they need a much bigger vocabulary before they can speak fluently. But in reality, fluency often begins when you stop translating and start thinking directly in English. In today's lesson, you'll discover a simple way to develop that habit through a natural conversation. Here's how today's lesson will work. In part 1, listen naturally. During this part, just relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation. Don't worry about speaking yet. Simply pay attention to the pronunciation, the expressions, the rhythm, and how the conversation flows naturally. After that, we'll continue with part 2, role play with me. I'll play the role of Emma, and you'll become Sophia. Whenever I finish speaking, Sophia's sentence will appear on the screen. That's your chance to speak out loud and become part of the conversation. It's a fun and effective way to build confidence while practicing real English. So, take a deep breath, relax, clear your mind, and let's begin. Part 1. Listen naturally. Just listen and enjoy the conversation. For this first part, don't worry about speaking. Simply relax, listen carefully, and enjoy the conversation. Try to understand the main ideas. Notice how Emma and Sophia naturally discuss one of the biggest challenges English learners face: thinking in English instead of translating. Pay attention to their pronunciation, their rhythm, and the natural flow of the conversation. Ready? Let's begin. You've been speaking English much more naturally lately.
Thank you. I've been practicing in a completely different way.
Really? What changed?
I stopped translating every sentence in my head.
That's something I still struggle with.
I used to struggle with it too.
So, how did you finally overcome it?
I started thinking in simple English instead of translating.
Wasn't that difficult at first?
It was, but I kept my sentences short.
What helped you think in English more often?
I started describing simple things around me in English.
Can you give me an example?
I'd look at my desk and say, "There's a notebook beside my laptop."
That sounds like a simple exercise.
It is, but it's surprisingly effective.
Did you practice every day?
Yes, even 10 minutes a day made a difference.
I usually wait until I have a lot of free time.
That's exactly what I used to do.
So consistency is more important than long study sessions.
Absolutely. Small daily habits create lasting progress.
Did you make mistakes while thinking in English?
Of course, I made mistakes almost every day.
Didn't that discourage you?
Not anymore. I started treating mistakes as part of the learning process.
I think I'm still afraid of making mistakes.
That's completely normal, but mistakes help you improve faster.
Have you noticed any changes in your confidence?
Definitely. I speak more naturally because I don't stop to translate anymore.
That must make conversations much easier.
It really does. I can focus on communicating instead of searching for every word.
I think I've been making English more difficult than it needs to be.
Many learners do that without realizing it.
I'm going to try your method this week.
Start with simple thoughts and build the habit little by little.
I feel much more confident after talking with you.
I'm happy to hear that. Just remember to enjoy the journey.
Thank you for sharing such practical advice.
You're very welcome. Keep practicing, and you'll get the hang of it.
Part 2. Role play with me. Let's have a conversation together. You've just listened to a real-life English conversation. Now it's time to become part of that conversation. In this activity, I'll play the role of Emma and you'll play the role of Sophia. After I finish speaking, Sophia's sentence will appear on the screen. That's your cue to speak. Imagine we're having a real conversation together. Don't worry about making mistakes. Speak clearly, speak confidently, and most importantly, enjoy the conversation. Ready? Let's begin. You've been speaking English much more naturally lately. Really? What changed? That's something I still struggle with. So how did you finally overcome it? Wasn't that difficult at first? What helped you think in English more often? Can you give me an example? That sounds like a simple exercise. Did you practice every day? I usually wait until I have a lot of free time. So consistency is more important than long study sessions. Did you make mistakes while thinking in English? Didn't that discourage you? I think I'm still afraid of making mistakes. Have you noticed any changes in your confidence? That must make conversations much easier. I think I've been making English more difficult than it needs to be. I'm going to try your method this week. I feel much more confident after talking with you. Thank you for sharing such practical advice. Let's switch roles. Excellent work. You've just completed the first round of today's role play. In that round, you played the role of Sophia and I played Emma. Now it's time to switch roles. This time, you'll become Emma, and Sophia will continue the conversation with you. First, you'll see Sophia's sentence on the screen. Take a moment to read it silently and understand what she says. Then Emma's reply will appear. That's your cue to speak out loud. Imagine you're having a real conversation. Speak naturally, speak confidently, and enjoy the practice. Thank you. I've been practicing in a completely different way. I stopped translating every sentence in my head. I used to struggle with it too. I started thinking in simple English instead of translating. It was, but I kept my sentences short. I started describing simple things around me in English. I'd look at my desk and say, "There's a notebook beside my laptop." It is, but it's surprisingly effective. Yes, even 10 minutes a day made a difference. That's exactly what I used to do. Absolutely. Small daily habits create lasting progress. Of course, I made mistakes almost every day. Not anymore. I started treating mistakes as part of the learning process. That's completely normal, but mistakes help you improve faster. Definitely. I speak more naturally because I don't stop to translate anymore. It really does. I can focus on communicating instead of searching for every word. Many learners do that without realizing it. Start with simple thoughts and build the habit little by little. I'm happy to hear that. Just remember to enjoy the journey. You're very welcome. Keep practicing, and you'll get the hang of it. Excellent job today. Today, you didn't just listen to English, and you didn't just repeat sentences. You actually became part of a real conversation. By responding to Emma's questions, you practiced thinking, speaking, and communicating more naturally in English. That's exactly how confident English speakers are made. Every conversation you practice, every sentence you speak, and every mistake you learn from brings you one step closer to real fluency. Be proud of the progress you've made today. Now, let's finish today's lesson with one final message. Today's conversation wasn't just about learning English. It was about changing the way you think. The less you translate, the more naturally you'll begin to communicate. Remember, fluency isn't built overnight. It's built through consistent practice. One conversation, one lesson, one day at a time. Keep listening, keep speaking, and most importantly, keep believing in yourself. If you completed today's lesson, write this in the comments. I speak. I improve. I become fluent. I'd love to see your comments. If you enjoyed today's lesson, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to English Fluency Teacher, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new real-life English conversation. Thank you so much for learning with me today. Take care, keep practicing, keep speaking, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Happy shadowing!